When a Virgo sign person may cheat on her partner ending with a very short Virgo, the sixth sign of the zodiac, is an earth sign ruled by Mercury. Known for their analytical minds, practicality, and attention to detail, Virgo individuals are often seen as responsible, reliable, and grounded in their relationships. They value stability, loyalty, and commitment, and are usually less prone to impulsive or emotional decisions when compared to other signs. However, despite their reputation for being meticulous and cautious, even a Virgo can cheat under certain circumstances. Understanding why and when a Virgo might cheat on their partner involves delving into their personality traits, emotional needs, and specific relationship dynamics that may push him to seek fulfillment elsewhere. Although Virgo individuals are generally loyal and devoted, they can be vulnerable to infidelity when their needs for intellectual and emotional connection, or their desire for perfection, are not being met. Virgo personality traits. Virgo individuals are detail-oriented, intellectual, and often perfectionistic. They approach relationships with the same analytical mindset they apply to other areas of life, which can make them extremely dedicated and thoughtful partners. However, this same analytical nature can lead him to feel dissatisfied or frustrated if things aren't going smoothly. Here are key traits that influence Virgo's behavior in relationships and potential triggers for infidelity, perfectionism and high standards. Virgo individuals are known for their high standards, both for themselves and others. In relationships, they often expect a level of perfection that can sometimes be difficult for their partner to meet. If their partner falls short of these expectations, whether emotionally, intellectually, or practically, Virgo may begin to feel frustrated or disillusioned. This dissatisfaction can grow over time, and if they feel that their relationship is not living up to their ideal standards, they might be tempted to seek someone who better aligns with their expectations. Intellectual stimulation. Virgos are ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication and intellect, which makes them naturally drawn to intellectual stimulation and meaningful conversations. They need a partner who can engage with them on a mental level and provide thoughtful, rational discussions. If they feel that their partner is unable to meet their intellectual needs or fails to communicate effectively, Virgo may begin to seek intellectual companionship elsewhere. This could start with harmless conversations but may evolve into emotional or even physical infidelity if they find someone who stimulates them mentally. Emotional detachment and overthinking. Virgo individuals are often emotionally reserved and tend to approach relationships from a rational, rather than emotional, perspective. They are not known for grand emotional displays, and they may struggle to express their feelings openly. This emotional detachment can sometimes cause issues in relationships, especially if their partner is more emotionally expressive. Over time, Virgos may begin to overanalyze the relationship, focusing on its flaws rather than its strengths. This tendency to overthink can create emotional distance and lead them to consider cheating if they feel unfulfilled. Need for order and routine. Virgo individuals thrive in structured environments and value order and routine in their lives. In relationships, they seek stability and predictability, which can sometimes make them feel bored or restless if the relationship becomes too mundane. If a Virgo feels that their relationship lacks excitement or spontaneity, they may start to fantasize about someone who can bring variety and intrigue into their life. This restlessness can lead him to seek a new relationship dynamic that feels more stimulating and fresh. Fear of criticism and rejection. Virgos are highly critical of themselves and others, and they are often sensitive to criticism from their partner. They have a deep need for approval and validation, and if they feel criticized or unappreciated, they may become emotionally withdrawn. This emotional withdrawal can create a gap in the relationship, making them more susceptible to someone who offers them the praise and validation they crave. Cheating in this context may be a way for Virgo to escape the feelings of inadequacy or rejection they are experiencing in their primary relationship. Practicality and pragmatism. Virgos are extremely practical and often approach relationships with a focus on long-term stability. They are unlikely to cheat on a whim or because of fleeting emotions. However, Their pragmatism can sometimes lead them to view their relationship in purely functional terms. If they feel that the current relationship is no longer serving its practical purpose, whether due to financial issues, lifestyle differences, or a lack of compatibility, they may consider seeking a partner who is a better match for their needs. For Virgo, infidelity may not be about passion but rather about finding a more compatible partner. What can lead a Virgo to cheat? While Virgos are generally loyal and committed, certain circumstances can push them toward infidelity. These scenarios often involve unmet intellectual, emotional, or practical needs, as well as feelings of frustration or dissatisfaction in the relationship. Here are some common reasons why a Virgo might cheat. Intellectual and emotional disconnect. Virgos need intellectual stimulation and meaningful conversations to feel connected to their partner. If their partner is unable to engage with them on a deep intellectual level, Virgo may start to feel intellectually unfulfilled. This intellectual disconnect can lead him to seek out someone who can provide the mental engagement they crave. Emotional disconnects can also drive Virgo away, especially if they feel that their partner is not responsive to their needs or emotions. Unmet perfectionist expectations. Virgos are perfectionists who hold high standards for themselves and their partners. If their partner consistently falls short of these expectations, whether in terms of communication, emotional support, or lifestyle choices, Virgo may become frustrated and dissatisfied. Over time, this dissatisfaction can lead him to cheat with someone who seems to meet their expectations more closely. Virgos are not likely to cheat impulsively, but if they find someone who better aligns with their ideal vision of a partner, they may be tempted to stray. Criticism and lack of validation. Virgos are highly self-critical, and they need validation from their partner to feel secure and appreciated. If their partner frequently criticizes them or fails to acknowledge their efforts, Virgo may start to feel unappreciated or rejected. This lack of validation can create emotional distance, leading Virgo to seek out someone who provides them with the praise and approval they need. Cheating in this context is often driven by a desire to escape feelings of inadequacy or rejection. Restlessness and boredom. Virgos value order and routine, but they can also become restless if their relationship lacks excitement or spontaneity. If their relationship becomes too predictable or stagnant, Virgo may start to fantasize about new experiences or relationships that offer more excitement and variety. This restlessness can push them toward infidelity, especially if they meet someone who brings a sense of novelty and intrigue into their life. Feeling unappreciated for their efforts. Virgos are highly conscientious and often go out of their way to help their partner or make the relationship work. However, if they feel that their efforts are not being recognized or appreciated, they may become resentful. This resentment can lead them to seek validation and appreciation from someone else. For Virgo, cheating in this context is often about finding someone who values and acknowledges their contributions to the relationship. Pragmatic dissatisfaction. Virgos are practical and pragmatic, and they often approach relationships with a focus on long-term stability. However, if they feel that the current relationship is no longer serving their practical needs, whether due to financial issues, lifestyle differences, or incompatibility, they may consider infidelity as a way to find someone who is a better fit for their long-term goals. For Virgo, cheating may be less about passion and more about finding a partner who aligns with their vision of a stable and functional relationship. How to keep a Virgo faithful. To maintain a strong, faithful relationship with a Virgo, it's important to understand their emotional and intellectual needs. Virgos are loyal and committed when they feel valued, appreciated, and intellectually stimulated. Here are some key ways to keep a Virgo faithful. Provide intellectual stimulation. Virgos need intellectual engagement to feel connected to their partner. Engaging in thoughtful conversations, sharing ideas, and discussing mutual interests will help keep Virgo mentally stimulated and satisfied in the relationship. Acknowledge their efforts and contributions. Virgos are highly conscientious and often go out of their way to support their partner. Acknowledging and appreciating their efforts will help them feel valued and prevent feelings of resentment. Be patient with their perfectionism. Virgos have high standards and can be critical at times, but this often comes from a place of wanting to improve things. Being patient with their perfectionism and understanding their desire for improvement will help create a harmonious relationship. Maintain emotional and practical balance. Virgos need a balance of emotional connection and practical stability in their relationships. Being attentive to their emotional needs while also maintaining a stable and functional relationship will help them feel secure and fulfilled. Avoid excessive criticism. Virgos are already self-critical, so excessive criticism from their partner can be particularly damaging. Instead of focusing on their flaws, offer constructive feedback and praise their strengths to boost their confidence. Keep the relationship interesting. While Virgos value routine and stability, they also appreciate variety and excitement. Introducing new activities, experiences, or conversations into the relationship will help prevent feelings of restlessness and boredom. Virgo individuals are analytical, practical, and loyal partners who approach relationships with a focus on stability and improvement. However, certain triggers, such as intellectual disconnect, unmet perfectionist expectations, lack of validation, or emotional distance, can lead them to cheat. Maintaining a fulfilling relationship with a Virgo involves providing intellectual stimulation, appreciating their efforts, and avoiding excessive criticism. By understanding their needs and offering emotional and practical balance, you can ensure that your Virgo partner remains committed and faithful in the long term.